Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this special little holiday one-shot over on Goblets and Gays. I'm Aubrey, I'm your GM. I will toss it over to my players to introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and then we'll get into some little background for this. And I will start at the top of the order with Aki.
Hi, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her. And tonight I will be playing Marana, who also goes by she, her pronouns. And she is a GnG or Oracle. Yeah, there you go.
Hi, I'm Mimi, also known as Michelle Jones, and I'm here again. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Seraphina Lovelace, the gay tiefling rogue.
Hey, my name is Neda Ornata. My pronouns are they, them. I'm going to be playing a halfling druid named Ahmed. It's fun, funky, and a little purple.
So today we are going to be playing through the Pathfinder 2E Bounty, which is Winter Holiday by Patrick Hurley. Links to the bounty will be in the description below if you want to check, if you enjoy it and want to check it out for yourself. So yes, just like a little bit of a background on this game. We are going to be in the we are going to be in the nation of Nimrathis, in the Eye of Dread region. Doesn't mean a lot to me, but it is the Winter Week, which is a holiday festival. You're all traveling, and we will open it up with you all entering the town of Scallion's Wrap. It is very small. It's a small little village you're passing through on your way. And why don't you just all give me just like a brief rundown of like paint the picture of what your character looks like.
So Seraphina is a tall-ish, dark-skinned tiefling. She's got these sort of curly, almost goat-like horns. She's got long pink braids that she keeps tied up in a high bun. And generally always looks like she's up to no good, because she probably is. She is very much like cool girl, above it all, but I'm very invested, but I am so above it all, don't worry about it.
So, Marana is the best way to put it. Upper half, a very pretty woman. Bottom half, a very large snake. She's got this dark blue hair that kind of gets lighter in color as it goes up. Occasionally patches of scales, and her scales are like also dark blue, black, like that kind of vibe. She's got like the one eye is the sclera of one eye is white, the other one is black. Together they've got like yellow irises though, the whole snake slip thing. Nice fangs, nice pair of fangs. And just in terms of what she wears, it's like she's trying to do that classic like mysterious cloak tavern figure, except it's not that mysterious when your whole lower half is large snake. And she's just here for a good time, possibly not a long time.
Okay, so we have all these really cool characters, and then we have you old 25-year-old white guy farmer from the farm. Brown curly hair, literally just a guy. He has a regular old sheep that's flying around that looks really, really cute and fluffy. Looks pretty happy and pretty chill. But yeah, just a guy with a stick that's kind of pointy. And a really big smile on his face. His name's Hickory. I forgot that part. If you played Fire Emblem Awakening, it's just Donald.
I see that, yeah.
Donald!
Our boy!
You did it! You
Everyone's
said you always
favorite
wanted to
farmer
bring
boy.
Donald.
I finally get to play Donald Fire Emblem Awakening.
I am playing a pretty short, like as short as you'd expect a halfling to be, druid, brown skin. They'd probably be the type to, if Serafina or Marana were getting ready, they'd be braiding like each other's hair, and they smell really good, like pretty earthy, not necessarily like the foresty smell that you would expect like a plant person to smell like, but like but it's something reminiscent of like a spa with essential oils, something like that. More prominently, they also have some pigmentation that could be perceived as vitiligo, but is actually, when you look at it, different shades of tan and purple and green lichen scars on their face. And they just wear really simple stuff. They I do know that the walking speed is slightly shorter, so maybe sometimes they'll be asking, I don't want to be left behind. Could someone please carry me? They're very light. So that's a pretty good introduction, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on. If they had a YouTube channel, would they ask you to like and subscribe?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No,
Shakes your hand.
thank you. I mean, there is totally a perfectly ordinary sheep TM you can ride on the back of if you need to.
So you're all approaching sort of the center of this very small village, and you watch from across the way as this older halfling woman with bright clothes is walking towards you. She has a large gold wolfhound by her side, and she looks up and sees you all and sort of plants herself kind of right in front of you and just says, you certainly you look from out of town, not looking for work by any chance?
Oh wow, why do you ask? Does someone need our help?
I mean, if you are, I have something I need help with, and it doesn't pay much, but you know, can feed you and put you up for it.
Well, every good deed is its own reward. Don't you guys agree?
No, how much is not much?
I have a little bit of gold and a couple items I can part with, but you know, you won't have to worry about a place to stay or food to eat.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Sounds like we're all in then. Tell us more.
Oh, well, so, no, I don't suppose you, have experienced Winter Week before.
I can't say I have. Oh wow, where are my manners? My name's Hickory. It's nice to meet you. Gonna extend a hand.
Oh, Coopin, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
A really firm handshake. Not both, like firm handshake.
Mm-hmm. And this is Darb. She points at the gold wolfhound.
Oh, what a wonderful guy. Mind if I say hello?
Sure, yeah. Darb's friendly, you know. They like people.
Can I pet your dog?
Yeah, go ahead. Darb's really friendly.
Do I have to roll to pet the dog? Because I want to pet the dog.
No, you don't have to roll to pet the dog.
Pet, 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 pet.
I'll just go up and offer my hand to the dog instead of going to pet.
And you get a nice firm handshake from the dog.
Oh,
What?
very well trained.
Yeah. You know, I like dogs can like shake hands.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but like
I
now I'm
just-
picturing the
firm.
dog. I'm picturing the dog taking off their paw and it's a bunch like a human hand.
Yeah, like how else would I get a firm handshake from a dog?
That's true.
I thought it was like the equivalent of a werewolf just standing on all four legs. They just kind of sit up and just shake your hand like a regular fucking person. I was like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah,
Now I feel
clasp
kind of
his two
rude.
hands. Pleasure, Mr. Wolf. Darby.
Well, aren't you just the cutest little fella? Second cutest, my bad. I'm gonna go and pet my sheep on the head first.
Well, you know, here in Scallion Trap, we have some yearly traditions, and I have found myself a little bit behind on some of the traditions this year, and need some help. Years ago, my grandmother, she started this tradition of this stew that we make in the village. We make it every year for Winter Week, and it's supposed to make it today, and I'm running a little bit behind on some of the items. If you could bring these items to me, food, place to stay, bit of money, some items.
So are we just doing your shopping for your holiday dinner?
Yes.
This is quite fun.
Your silence is deafening.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Is there perhaps any danger involved for you to outsource your work like this?
Just, she's a very old halfling woman. I'm not the young person. I have to get the cauldron ready and everything for this. I'm getting a little bit behind. There's 3 items that
What are they?
Well, I need some vegetables from the farmer, some potatoes from the miners, and the brownies have some scallions for me.
They mine potatoes here?
How else do you get potatoes?
Ahmed opens her mouth and closes it.
I would never question the Irish. I came out of fucking nowhere. My bad.
Irish canon.
Irish is canon. I think we're just gonna pause and just be like, well, I'll see it and believe it, I guess.
So if we go to these people and we tell them that we're collecting ingredients for your stew, they're going to give them to us?
Yeah, they should. The town always pitches in during this time of year.
All right, just checking.
All right. Well, do you guys want to go together? Would splitting up be easier?
I mean, it's just grocery shopping. It'll be faster if we split up.
Hey, Hickory.
Yes.
Yeah?
Have you ever gone grocery shopping with a group of friends before?
Well, I don't really have many friends back at the farm, so not really, no. And I
That's
also grow all my own ingredients, so I haven't gone grocery shopping before in my life.
That's so unfortunate to hear that you don't have any friends, but it makes
Wow.
sense in the long run. And I pat your head.
Ahmed looks hurt.
It's okay, I have you guys now.
Oh. And I move my hand from your head. Let's go grocery shopping.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, if grocery shopping is better with friends, we shall go together.
I agree.
I'm smiling with the biggest, most innocent smile known to man.
I agree.
If you need some help carrying some of the stuff, you can take Darb with you,
Darb.
the wolfhound.
The wolfhound.
Oh, right. Of course. We'd love to bring you along,
Yeah.
buddy.
You're probably gonna need Darb for the brownies anyways. They love them.
Oh, absolutely. We also love Darb. Don't we? I'm gonna pet him again.
Does Darb like being pet?
Yeah. Darb is a
Alright.
very friendly wolfhound.
I don't trust Darb.
Darb sus.
I saw
I mean-
Darb vent.
Darb vented, and I was just doing my tasks.
I was in Med Bay.
This sheep, I saw Darb vent. We should eject him.
Yeah, I'll stick to riding the sheep if anyone else wants to ride Darb or accompany Darb.
Well, I'm a full-size adult, so I'll just walk.
Yeah, I don't mind walking. Great for the legs, I'm gonna slap my thigh.
Sounds like a microaggression, but I'll ignore it.
What? Oh, I'm
Me
terribly
looking
sorry.
up to all of you.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. We can walk slower as a group if you'd like.
Don't. First and foremost, I don't walk. I slither. Your legs are meaningless to me. What do you think I am? Some little mermaid? Hell no.
I feel like I should stop talking.
Okay,
Let's just
Donald.
go grocery shopping.
I'll stick to the sheep because I legitimately don't want to fall behind. That's fine. And the full-sized adults, could keep going at their regular full size.
I will ask you the question: Which of these do you want to tackle first? Do you want to go to the farm and get some carrots and celery? Do you want to go get the potatoes or go get the scallions?
I really want to get the potatoes.
Yeah,
because
I want to see how they
mine.
mine potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't take long. She'll point you in the direction of the mine. And you watch as she moves, she does seem to have like a little bit of a limp about her. She definitely seems to be getting up there in halfling years. After a few minutes, you all approach a small mining compound just at the foot of the hollow hills. Several dwarves sit outside eating lunch. Hanging above the entrance to the sign that says, "Stem Mine, our roots run deep." At the head of the table sits a venerable dwarf with a flowing white beard spilling over his mining leathers. And he just goes, "Hello there, here for ore or potatoes? If it's former, you're in luck. If it's the latter, there might be a problem."
There's a problem with potatoes?
Well, we don't have a lot right now. Whatever we had to set aside for winter week.
Well, that's why we're here, actually. Miss Coopin sent us to get the potatoes for the winter week stew.
Oh, did she send you with what she was supposed to have for me?
She did not mention that.
Sounds about right.
Convenient.
She's supposed to get me one of her little tinctures for my joint pain.
Joint pain.
Right, tincture.
Why would you No, I shouldn't ask. Anyone can have joint pains. To our
Hard work in the
train.
mines also beget a lot of body pains when you're not taking care of yourself. I just don't know if you have a union. That's like the main difference between miserable miners and happy miners, in my opinion.
Oh, we do have a union. It's just, I've been doing this for... How long have I been doing this? He turns to his friend, and he just his friend's 80 years. I'm doing this for 80 years.
Amazing. Wonderful. So, is there any chance, because, I'm sure you're all going to be together for the winter feast later. Is there any chance you can let us have the potatoes now, and you can get the tincture from Coopin when you see her later?
I'm also going to ask, does anyone have nature or medicine?
I have a +7 in nature.
Give me a nature check real quick.
Okay. Oh no, that's a nat 1, a total 8.
You do have a hero point if you want to spend it.
Yeah. I actually will definitely do that.
Re-roll and take your new roll.
Cool. So that's a 5 for a total of 13.
A 13. You're relatively sure you've worked with plants and things like that before. You're relatively sure you could make something if given a few minutes, rather than take the 20 minutes to go back to her and the 20 minutes back.
Okay, yeah, that seems like it would be a time saver. So before we go anywhere, I'm just gonna hold everyone like a heads up sign and be like, I'm going to I saw a few herbs that looked like they could make a tincture. Unless the lady's forgetting anything else more important, I can just make it. It's no skin off my back. Does anyone want to go foraging with me?
Oh, that would be fantastic. I'd love to help.
All right. Ahmed will extend their little hand. Let's go frolic through the forest.
I will take your little hand as we frolic through the forest. No homo, though.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that. It's
Okay,
No
we can have
homo
homo if
here.
you want.
On goblets and gays.
who knew? Yeah.
Right in front of my salad.
Right in front of my salad.
I don't know, man. This winter season be getting all the gays tonight.
Yeah, but I'd love to do that.
Yeah, you could take like 10 minutes or so to, do the, to create the tincture. That's what my brain was looking for. You can take the 10 minutes or so to make the tincture.
Yay! I touched like a tiny bit on Hickory's like elbow. It's like, does this feel minty and cold? Because that's what it's supposed to feel like.
Feels pretty. Does it feel cold to me, Aubrey? Did you get the right point? Okay. Feels pretty cold to me.
Great. Then I think this is just enough. It's like a little mason jar that they freaking carry. They carry several, obviously. But yeah, I think we don't need to waste any more time. Let's go back.
Of course. I'll head back with you.
Yeah. As you do, and you bring this flask of this tincture and hand it over to the dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just looks at you and just goes, "My joints, thank you. It's been so cold and dry recently. I just feel like anytime I stand up, I sound like a firework."
That's generally a sign you could be incorporating more active stretches as opposed to just standing stretches when you have time.
Yes,
but
that is what my husband keeps saying.
Well, I'm glad to have helped you out. We were here for potatoes. Did you say there is an issue with the potatoes?
Oh no, we have them. We just if you were not Coopin coming for the potatoes, we don't have any other potatoes right now.
Got it.
He sends one of the other people, and they come back with the sack of potatoes and a couple of flasks of something, and you're just like, and for helping me out, take this solvent that we have.
What's in the flask?
It is you're handed 2 flasks of an ore solvent. It's kind of like it is like an acid flask, and these are made from potatoes.
Wow.
That starch is no joke.
I've been meaning to ask, actually, how do you mine the potatoes?
They're planted. We go up and we just mine them with our axes and shovels and stuff.
Okay.
I was kicked out of my former mining family for not knowing anything, but that does sound deeply wrong, but intriguing.
I guess I could see if the potatoes go deep enough, it would be easy to go in from under to mine them out in a cave compared to pull them out, but
Have you not had mined potatoes before?
No!
No.
I've had
This will be a
art-
treat. These are the best potatoes, the ones that grow deep, deep underground.
Are you saying they're full of minerals?
Yes.
Do you have one spare potato?
I mean, it's not cooked. You wouldn't want to eat it when it's not cooked.
No.
Oh, no heavens!
Okay,
It's
let's
for my
just-
wonderful companion over here. I'm gonna pat a sheep.
Sheeps eat potatoes?
Raw potatoes?
Mine
That
does.
also sounds wrong. Okay.
Mine eats a lot of things. Like carrots, Brussels sprouts, steel beans,
Other people.
cabbage.
Wait, what was that
What?
last one?
Cabbage?
My head is like flipping back and forth between both of you and what you both just said. And then they just like clasp their hands and inhale very sharply. Whoa.
Steel-
I'm not going to ask any more questions about your sheep, actually. All right. I'll just trust
I'm
you.
gonna ask way more questions about your sheep. Steel beams.
Sometimes they get into it, they start gnawing on like the steel that you'll have for like old equipment. They'll just chew right through it, Apparently it's a good midnight snack for them. Got all sorts of minerals and nutrients in it. Always the old ones, though. I never let him touch the new ones. Those are fresh and crisp, you know?
This dwarf
No.
has a 10-mile stare at this sheep, like, what are you?
It's just a regular sheep. I pat him on the head again.
Ah.
Oh, damn.
Exactly.
I want to check to see if this sheep's teeth are sharp.
Are these sheep's teeth sharp?
May I do that? I'll ask Hickory's permission first.
Oh, he doesn't like when you mess with his mouth. He might get bit. I wouldn't recommend it. The last person did that lost a whole hand.
All right, I come with rations, so I'm gonna offer it rations instead, and then see what its teeth look like.
Are its teeth sharp?
Can I describe its teeth?
Yeah, go for it.
What was that? What was that laugh? Like a lawnmower?
that was my engine revving. Sorry, continue.
I'm gonna say it opens its mouth, and for like the briefest second, it rapidly eats the food very quickly from your hand. And for a brief second, you see rows upon rows of very sharp teeth, and then it's back to close and back to normal again. Very quick, very rapid.
Wow. I'm gonna walk away.
I think you like the snack.
I think so. But I thought sheep were herbivores. Apparently you learn something new every day. Or maybe I'm not the best judge of animals on the planet, who knows?
Oh yeah, they usually are, but this guy just kinda eats anything, you know?
I've learned that it's best not to ask questions about Hickory sheep.
Great. I'll take that advice very strongly. I'm gonna ride on Darb for the rest of the trip.
Aww.
Yep.
Don't want to bother the old sheep.
I thought you two were becoming close friends too. What a shame.
Speaking of Darb, does it have like some sort of like doggy saddlebags or something? How is it supposed to help us carry things?
Oh yeah, Darb has like some saddlebags.
All right, well,
Like a riding dog.
here are your potatoes. Load them up in the saddlebags.
Yeah. And you have the 2 ore solvents, so whoever wants can take those.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
And I put it in my saddlebag. Just kidding. I have like probably rows and rows of fanny packs.
That's a saddlebag.
That is a saddlebag, technically, yes.
I'll take the other one then.
Yeah. So it works like an acid flask. It is just it's a flask filled with corrosive acid, deals 1 acid damage, 1d6 persistent acid damage, and 1 acid splash damage.
Cool.
Okay, we have the potatoes, and next is scallions and that other ingredient.
The vegetables at the farm.
The vegetables at the farm. So,
Let's do the farm first, because I feel like it's gonna be a whole thing.
It's possible.
I still don't get why they're putting whole brownies into a soup, but I'm not gonna question it.
I hope they're not putting them
sweetie,
into the
you're
soup.
in for such a surprise.
What's the surprise?
weed.
How
Oh!
dare you? I try to cover Hickory's ears when it's too late.
I mean, I don't get why you put weeds into soup. I guess dandelions are pretty edible, but they don't taste very good.
We're gonna move on from this. I don't want to explain to you. Like, I think the amount of foraging we did already is like all you need to know about weeds. Let's go.
Farm.
Farm. So after not too long, you do find yourself heading towards this farm. You see the fine new paint and wooden carvings of Erastil, sort of like lining this gate as you head on through and up to this sort of small house. you see this elderly human that sits on the front porch with a couple of grandchildren running around. And they are, you hear a song that you've probably heard a little bit as you've gone through the village. It definitely seems to be written specifically about this event, about the rock stew, and all of that. And as you're getting closer, this elderly man looks over at all of you and just goes, "Hail and well met, strangers. What can we do for you on this fine day?"
We're here to pick up some of the soup ingredients for the soup.
No.
The winter soup.
Well, she's sending people to do her dirty business now, apparently.
What do you mean?
What do you... We're just running errands. What's...
Did Coupon send you?
Yeah?
Yes. Did she send you with the money for the ingredients?
I specifically asked her. She said that if we gave you her name, you'd give us the ingredients.
And yeah, he looks between all of you and just go, and just, wow, why can I not speak tonight?
That's okay. Take your time. You got this.
Fighting my own words. My words are fighting me.
It's the Mercury Gatorade.
It really is.
Mercury's in Gatorade.
It's been a real rough day.
It's all the extra plastics in you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He looks at all of you. He looks at all of you and goes, "Yes, that was before I heard her complaining about Winter Week, and it's so important to the town, and she's always done it, and now it's like she doesn't even care about it anymore."
I mean, you're not gonna begrudge an old woman a complaint every now and then, are you?
Give me a persuasion check.
By which you mean diplomacy?
Diplomacy, yes, that word.
Well, that's a nat 20, so I'll take that.
And do you say anything else or just that?
I'm just gonna open with that and see what he has to say.
He is just like, two sighs he just goes, "Well, I know it must be so hard on her being the only one having, this whole thing is so very important to the town, because years ago when her grandmother started this, it was a bad year, and then she started this with the rock stew, and the story goes, if you're lucky enough to find the rock in your stew, it's good luck for your family." And he starts to ramble a little bit, as old men are wont to do.
That sounds like really an amazing tradition. That sounds like a lovely, little bit of history, and I'm sure that whatever she said, that we can all just work together to, make this happen for everybody.
Yes. You make a good argument there. So, yes, we will take this up with Hooven after the Winter Week is over. Augustus, get the bags of the vegetables. And this small child runs off, and then a few moments later comes back carrying these large bags of vegetables. And just being like, "These are the ones that I promised Hooven."
Thank you so much.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's,
And I'm gonna hand these off to Hickory to load up in the saddlebag.
These are some fine grown vegetables. I can tell the love and care you put into them.
It's lots of carrots and lots of celery.
Yes!
Sounds perfect.
I am marveling at the quality of these vegetables because I assume they're pretty good. I'm just gonna start loading them up like, "You have done spectacular. How'd you get them to have such a nice sheen to them?"
It is an old family secret.
I snap my fingers.
Is it the Pickle Boys?
The what?
The Pickle Boys. You know, the one that St. Nicholas saved. Rose from the dead.
Is this
The
a Christian
Pickle
thing?
Boys.
I'm not familiar with this mythology.
No, this is a history thing. This is a really funny history bit because one, Saint Nicholas most likely didn't exist, and
Yes.
two, one of the more famous things that they've done besides slapping another saint and making
Right.
him shit his pants is
Fuck, I remember
apparently
this.
finding a butcher who's been like killing a bunch of kids and pickling them, and then he raises the Pickle Boys from the dead. And so
Right,
that is
yeah.
the reference I am making because this is a winter holiday game and I'm going for it.
Wow.
Right, I remember that. That's like the only. He just served in necromancy and revived them from the dead. I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, the best way to put it is that Santa Claus is the ultimate necromancer. Everything that he does is fairy necromancy in like everything, besides paying for other people's dowries.
Right, he just threw dowries in like 6 people's windows. He's like, here you go.
I'll
Have
send you
fun.
the puppet history thing because it's such a fun
Oh, I
video
watched
to
the
watch.
puppet history thing. Yeah, I love it. Okay.
I like
Wow.
literally like halfway through it, I just went, "Oh yeah," from puppet history. But I was just like, when
Yeah.
you said the Pickle Boys, and my brain just went,
Pitch
What?
Pickle.
"Crickets."
Yeah,
not
Saint
thinking about
Nicholas
that.
saved the
Boys.
Pickle Boys.
Thank you so much for this fun fact that's gonna live in my brain.
Forever.
More fun
Forever.
facts is from
Rent-free.
Turkey.
Wow. Turkey? That
Yeah.
seems. I might
It's
be too
Turkish.
Muslim for this. Wow.
Okay, so we went very off track. I will load the vegetables up respectfully.
I help with my tiny arm.
Yeah.
Also, the moment Serafina is far enough away that no one will hear, she just like leans over to Marana and is just like, I'm getting so sick of all these geezers.
Right? Not to be ageist on Maine, but what the fuck?
I can't
Right,
believe I
it's
hate
like-
these people.
Can you just fucking figure your shit out? Don't make it our problem.
I'm a little bit worried that the only young person that we've seen so far besides objectively us is that one guy's grandkid. I'm just a little bit
Oh, no.
concerned. Just a little bit. I'm
like-
ready for this family fun to go super south like Coraline.
I mean, well, we're level 1, so we're not gonna have to fight hard or anything, so we're okay.
Oh, there are children. You see children. I just describe them. You see
They
children.
weren't
all the
relevant to
time.
the plot.
We're not relevant to the plot. They just-
Because I high key, like, just the only people that were described, right?
yeah.
In detail, or described at all, were like adults, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
isn't this supposed to be like a village and shit? Is this like
It's like
the Tipton? You know, don't run in my lobby, and they ran in the lobby. And they're not here anymore.
Oh, wow.
They
Have you
have
seen
children.
Castlevania season 3?
Some of the miners were young.
I'm not saying my new joke theory is just, damn, they have a lot of children but no middle-aged people. Are they gonna cook them into stew for their own eternal use?
I'm telling you, I don't trust this rock soup. Okay, the rock is actually like I don't know. I'm not sure. It's like
The
a
skull
soup.
of a child.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, do you all know, like, the rock soup story? Like,
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not.
Oh.
basically, I don't know if this is spoilers for the theater, but basically, however, like, there are multiple versions of the story, but basically these hungry guys show up in this little town and nobody's willing to give them food, so they start making rock stew and talking about how delicious it is, and the villagers come around and are like, is rock stew really all that good? Can we have some? And they're like, well, you didn't share your food with us, so we're not going to share our food with you. But I guess if you throw an ingredient in, we can share with you. And then eventually enough people put in ingredients that it becomes real soup.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of essentially the story that this old man just like yammered out to you. Except it was more of like this hedge witch was essentially like, I can multiply this soup with this magic rock.
But really, it's
everybody,
just tricking more people.
Yeah,
It's just
everybody
tricking
brought
people into
ingredients
putting
and
ingredients
stuff.
in.
Yeah.
Like the Emperor's clothes, sort of.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I see. So through the power of deception. Okay, this makes sense. Okay,
I mean,
thank you.
lying can get you places. I'm just saying.
No,
That is-
absolutely. Lie the
Yeah.
fuck away. They were hungry. Right?
Get that
Like, go
bag,
for it.
queen.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna judge.
Gaslight,
just-
gatekeep, girl boss.
I genuinely didn't know what this was based on, and I was like, "There's a rock in the soup." Okay, well that's kind of creative. Like I was that's how I was. I didn't know. I have no idea what this is.
It's just said if you, because like they put the rock in the soup, and whoever finds the rock in their soup is supposed to have good luck.
Oh, so it's a small rock, I'm assuming.
It's a small rock.
Great.
What happens if someone chokes on the rock?
No, they
Isn't that
put the
bad?
boulder in the soup.
Imagine
one
getting a rock and you
massive
fucking
pot.
choke.
I imagine that this is big enough that you won't choke on it. This is like probably like, like a decent sized rock that you probably can't fit in your mouth.
Cool.
You just lull it around.
So anyway, Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You got one more place to go.
Weed.
We're going for brownies, Hickory.
That was me. But yeah,
Yes.
let's get some brownies to put in the stew, which is, again, weird choice, but...
Just, we're getting scallions from brownies.
I'm not going to question it, because you're all very confusing.
You'll see. It'll be fun. For me.
I'll see.
I love the ominous tone. I'm curious to see how this is all possible through the power of love and anime. Let's go.
The power of love and anime. Yep.
And murder.
Yeah. So you all approach the grove that Kupin had told you about, and as you approach, you see this multitude of twinkling lights begin dancing about the shadows beneath these ancient trees. Giggles and whispers fill the air, but you see nothing. Upon reaching the center of the grove, where scallions, garlic, onions, and chives grow in thick clumps amid the dark soil, the whispering stops and the twinkling lights fade. Several diminutive fae wearing leaves and flowers emerge from their hiding places within the wood. One, taller than the rest, wearing a crown of woven scallions holding a purple onion flower several times her height. Like a scepter, steps forward and goes, I am Nelia, Star Sister, the Grove's Grand Garlicia and Alumic Empress. Who are you to set foot in our domain? And there is art of her.
I would die for her, actually. She sounds adorable.
I love her. Yeah, I was looking a little starstruck because I'm assuming this fae is probably about as tall as them.
Oh no, this fae is a sprite.
No. Okay.
Can I do a dramatic bow and be like, it is a pleasure to meet you. We are here to pick up some ingredients for the Winter Light Festival. I'm doing like a little polite bow, to this fae that's incredibly tiny.
And she will curtsy and just being like, "Oh, you are so kind." And then it is that point that they all see Darb, and then you watch as these like sprites like start like moving towards this dog, and they just go, oh, did the witch send the witch sent Darb with you?
Yeah, she said
yes.
you wanna... The witch, you said?
Yes.
Huh.
She
you-
said
Darb looking
you
okay?
want to meet Darb.
Does this mean that she will let us braid their hair.
Oh,
Sure.
you could tell that Ahmed was already starting to do that within like the base of Darb's neck. I'm like, I don't see. Are we not allowed? That seems like something we should be okay with.
I
Well,
mean,
last time we did it, she wasn't happy with us.
But yeah, we were asking, if we say no, they cannot braid the dog's hair, do we still get the scallions?
Well, they just go. Well, last time we did it, she showed up and was very cross with us. And they point to this sort of, you see this area where it's like it looks like maybe it was like a makeshift like little fort or castle that with like logs and stuff that has been overturned, and it said she knocked over our castle.
Oh no!
That is so cruel.
That seems rude.
That didn't really answer the question, but I would be willing to unbraid all of the braids if you didn't mind just like doing the act, as long as you make like an easy pull away, and Ahmed will probably show them how to do that, so that I could just smooth out Darb's hair. And as long as Darb tolerates it,
Dark
I
seems
think
to,
it should be
seems to
fine.
enjoy it. And you also notice that they call him Lord Darbington the Golden or Sir Darbius the Glorious.
Oh my god.
Does he respond to both?
Yeah, he seems to. He seems to like the attention.
Great. I'm happy for him then.
So while you all do the hair braiding, I am gonna like basically kneel so that I'm like more or less face to face with his riding dog.
Mhm.
And I just go, "Are you a familiar?"
And like, give me a perception check.
It's not my best stat, but
Imagine this hound is just secretly the werewolf wife of the witch.
Wow.
20.
What a plot twist.
You get a feeling this is just a dog, a very well trained dog, but a dog.
With a firm handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I do sort of that I got my eye on you gesture and I just back away.
Just imagine, looking at you. And the scallions, the brownies do look at you and they go, "Yes, if you let us braid Lord Darbington the Golden, we will give you the scallions."
I think that's fair. But we don't have to even give anything this time. I'll even show some of the brownies how to tie up and part the hair effectively along with them. I'm going to help them braid.
There's like 20 of them, so they can get it done pretty quickly.
Great. And I'll offer them hair ties.
This is so easy. I want to vibe check this stew. These ingredients.
Actually. Good
Yeah,
idea.
like maybe like are they really just regular shit? Like are we really just making soup?
Mhm.
Yeah. Is there a way that I can just vibe check
You have
this?
crafting?
I have no I don't.
What do you have?
I have Arcana.
I have crafting.
I have diplomacy, so perhaps I could talk to the food. I have occultism, so maybe I can see
Marana?
if food is evil.
Marana?
I have accounting, so maybe I could just do
Marana?
this. Taxes.
If you want to just elbow me, I will do
No,
the
you're
crafting
busy.
roll.
Wait,
You're
hear me
busy.
out.
No, I'm not. These brownies are all good. I'm like, I'll give them the hair ties and let them do it because it's clear that they wanted to braid his hair. So if you voice suspicion, I will vibe check the vegetables. I have a feeling we're going to vibe check the actual soup, but I'll do these vegetables for you if you'd like.
I want to vibe check the vegetables. I saw the potato vent.
Hear me out. Use accounting, and the entire soup is just a tax evasion scheme.
Yes.
I'm gonna scream.
But if you do voice that concern, and Ahmed, you want to make a crafting check, go for it.
I'd love to. Please roll for me. All right, that is a 14 total.
A 14? I mean, this all sounds like pretty normal soup ingredients. You've got potatoes, you have carrots and celery, and you're getting scallions. And scallions are just a type of onion.
This is true.
Mhm.
So I'll just face Miranda. I'm assuming she's like worrying her nails or something at these, and I'm like, I think something weird is happening, but not like these look like perfectly fine vegetables. So let's just keep our eyes peeled after we go back.
Okay. But like if what if this is like this is like that story where the lady like kills her husband and then serves her husband to the unsuspecting guards, and they eat it thinking it's just meatloaf or something, but it's actually like the evidence.
Actually, now that you say that, we have all these ingredients, but we don't have any sort of meat that we've picked up.
I would say meat's not required, but we don't have a stock either, so that is, I guess, a valid point.
I mean, I'm definitely not eating anything this lady serves us, so...
Yeah, I'll take a bowl to be polite, but we need to actually see it be made, I think, before even thinking about it.
Like, even if the soup is perfectly normal, this lady's definitely sketchy.
The witch did say she's going to buy meat, so I feel like there is something maybe suspicious and we should stay on our toes, but...
I mean, she wrecked these brownies' house for braiding her dog's hair? That's weird.
Did she say why she did it, other than just no?
Well, I mean,
Dear brownies.
I mean... Oh, are you asking?
Yeah, I want to know if they have more
was-
lore of like what she said or like the exact details of why she threw a hissy fit.
It sounded like they braided his hair without her permission, so I don't know if she actually did say anything is the thing. But that's just from what I got textually.
Yeah, what's the brownie's name? Neffia?
Nelia.
Nelia. Do you want to... Are you asking Nelia?
Yeah, ask Nelia, like what did she say? Did she just get mad that you did it without permission?
Yes.
Why didn't you ask first?
We just thought it made Lord Darvington look so much more regal.
Sure, he looks like a very well manicured horse dog at this point.
All the very nice braids and bows.
That's so lovely. I'm gonna scratch his chin. I'm assuming throughout this conversation the braiding's been done almost to completion.
Also, I will say, Ahmed, you'll notice that before you instructed them how to properly braid, their braids were closer to knots.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't. I'll let them go when I see that they know what they're doing, but yes. Cool.
Yeah, once you've
All right.
properly instructed them how to braid, they're properly braiding his hair.
All right. So I like elbow Hickory a little. It's like I think they just might have matted his coat, which is harmful for the dog. So I would be upset, not to that extent, but I would understand not wanting that to happen again. Poor baby. And I give Darb a pat.
Is someone mad at my dear sheep's coat? I'd be absolutely furious. I gotta pat him.
Don't you have to shear the sheep?
You see, I've tried a couple times, but the shears always break.
What did I say about asking questions about the sheep?
Yeah, too many questions.
I'm okay.
Yeah, they just break and they just get absorbed into the fur or the wool, but it's fine. It doesn't seem to grow too much. It doesn't hurt them, so.
Absorbed into the fur?
Yeah, I've lost like 5 of them that way.
You watch as some of these brownies like tentatively approach this sheep.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. You're pretty small.
Be careful.
The pickle boys, run!
I'll go.
Like if you tell them to run away, they will keep their distance from the sheep.
We don't know what the sheep is.
They are snacking size, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Snacking size? Oh no! Here,
Oh no!
You've learned how to braid. Just braid my hair. I'm half snake. I am snake-like.
Yeah, I probably helped them part Marana's hair. This is like, oh, you have such nice hair texture. Let me help you, queen. And
Yes, queen.
yeah. What's a queen without their short king, non-gender specific?
Exactly.
My short monarch.
Yeah.
A short monarch. I mean, I don't have a lot of hair, but you can try braiding it too if you want.
The silence is deafening.
Yeah.
Okay.
They like Marana and they like Darb's hair better. It's better for braiding.
That's fine. I offered.
I'll brush your hair, Hickory. I'm assuming it's pretty short.
It's pretty short, yeah. It's brushable.
Yeah.
There's some
Just
twigs
while
sticking
we're
out
out
of
here.
it. It's fine.
Oh, you don't watch this very often, do you?
I wash it sometimes.
Really? But
Anyways.
You know what? Yeah. I
we
think that
need
was not an avenue to ask questions. It looks like Garbs is about done.
Yeah.
I will also
What a
ask, does anyone
mess.
does
What a
anyone want to
mess.
try and put this little fort back together for the brownies?
Yes.
Do you have athletics?
I
wait
do.
1 sec.
That is outside of my
I do
skill
have
set.
athletics. I think my companion probably has better athletics than me. Hold on.
And then one of you can aid the other too.
Yes.
I
have a +5. I have a +4.
Aid
Somebody-
me.
Yes.
I cannot.
All right, well, I'll let you all handle it.
I'll help.
And I'll give the brownies compliments as they go. with
That's
the
like a
correct
13 to aid.
That's not a you don't like. There's no penalty. You didn't critically
Okay.
fail it. The DC is 15
No!
to aid.
Oh well.
It's okay. I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, you're fine. You do it successfully. It's just a bunch of sticks and logs that they have arranged in like a little bit of a castle, and you can kind of just sort of straighten it up and get it back together.
So specifically, the way that I got this athletic thing is through my tail. So I guess while I'm getting my hair braided, I just extend it and just start fixing it like that, like remotely.
I like it.
Wow.
Extendo tail.
So cool.
Can I give your tail a high five? Because like when we're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
High five.
Yeah, the tail works like a regular appendage so far, like at least based on what I'm reading. So it's like, yeah.
Mhm. High five the tail. We high five. We did it.
You did it.
Whew, well, that's a job well done. Are you guys finished up with your braiding?
I would hope so.
Yes. I can't see it, so I can only assume.
I'm going to try and have them do a French braid for Marana. But I'm going to assume they're all done. And they have a lovely French braid for Marana.
I'm lovely.
You all look beautiful. Give a little applause for the brownies.
Yay.
I can't really clap while I'm push to talk. Cop, 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 cop.
It's the sentiment that counts. Thank you.
Well, we should probably deliver these ingredients. It was very nice to meet you all. You're just wonderful.
And you just sort of get like a little chorus of them asking you to bring Darb back at a later time.
If we're still in town, we'll do what we can.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Bye. That one's for you, Hickory.
Well, I said I'd see what I do. This not a lie.
It gives them hope. You don't want.
You don't want to give people hope? Okay.
I don't know what the relationship is to this woman. Now that I really sit and think, and I'm gonna start undoing some braids just in case she actually didn't want any. But enough so that Darb's coat is like very nice and the braids left it all smooth. So that he probably just has some on his mane by the time they get back and nothing else.
I want to be done with this lady as soon as possible.
Let's just go finish up.
Yeah.
I'm very suspicious of this lady right now, actually.
Then let's be done with her so we can go grab some chicken nuggies afterwards.
Yay.
What's a chicken nuggie?
A chicken in the form of a nugget.
Huh. How'd they do that?
Well, once you
it's
have
another
the
fairy
chicken's
thing.
meat, once you have the chicken's meat, you just cut it up into chunks, fry it. Chicken nugget.
Oh, I could do that. You guys should come over and visit. I'll make chicken nuggets.
Huh. Take you up on that sometime then. I'm gonna go on Darb's click heels. Let's head out.
Sounds
that is
good.
the end of the list, right?
Yeah, that is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So you head
Let's
back to
get
town.
paid and get out.
Yay.
Hey everybody, Aubrey here with a fun little announcement. Goblets and Gaze is now an affiliate over at Adventure Dice, and we know how much we all love those math rocks. So if you need some new math rocks in your life, go over to adventuredice.ca and in the checkout code, enter our promo code GOBLETS for 10% off. But also, they have dice. They have other TTRPG accessories and tabletop goodies, dice trays, condition rings, and things like that, little spell casting stuff. Great stuff there. Go check them out and support our show. Thank you. So you head back into town towards the house that the witch told you was hers. And as you approach her cottage, you sort of this very brightly colored cottage with a thatched roof and tall chimney merrily puffing smoke into the brisk air. Yet, as you get close, the house begins to rumble and quake. The front door spills open. Numerous tiny cobblestones pour out. No ordinary rocks. They all have open mouths with gleaming, sharp teeth.
Huh.
And we're gonna go into combat.
I told you, I saw her vent.
You said
Aubrey,
the
are
potatoes
we-
vented.
Everyone's venting. There's more
Are we
than one killer now.
fighting
Are we
a
fighting
swarm
rocks?
of rocks?
You're fighting a cobble swarm.
Cool. So this is the part where Seraphina turned loose because I'm playing a rogue at level 1.
Well, let's roll some initiative first.
Yeah, if Seraphina turns around, I'm going to extend a small arm and be like, I'll protect you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I rolled good. It's plus perception, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That was a 19.
Uh, 19.
Plus perception?
Yes, you roll plus your perception.
I got
Unless
21.
you have another skill that you think would work.
Well, I got 21.
21. Cool.
As much as I would love to deceive my way into this combat, I don't think that's an option right now.
Yeah, one would be that would be a hard sell. And Aki, what did you roll?
I'm debating. But you know what? No, I'll just use perception. 10.
10 total?
Yes. I rolled
Okay.
low and I only have like +4. The best way to put it is boy oh boy, did I really just decided to not think what we might need for this.
No one
thing.
expects the rocks.
Yeah, no one expects that. I didn't even think about combat, if I'm being 100% honest. Bro, I can do your taxes. That I have accounting lore.
I mean, that has to come in handy somehow.
So we will start at the top of the order with Seraphina.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna take an action to draw my rapier. And I'm gonna take an action to move 30 feet.
And as you're doing this, you hear the witch cursing something about a cauldron.
And I'm gonna make a stealth check and hide.
Yeah.
So that's a 22. And that's my 3 actions.
All right. And Ahmed, now it is your turn.
Gonna check the range. Yeah, I think I'm going to use an action to cast Acid Splash on this. Gonna roll +7. All right, that's a 17 to hit.
17 is gonna hit.
Yay! So a little 1d6 +1 splash acid damage. Please go a little faster. That's 3 damage. 3 + 1.
So 4.
Yes.
Okay. You notice that the acid specifically definitely seems to be very effective against these cobblestones.
Ooh. Oh, but I don't know if anyone else has any. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I have the other like flask thingy we got.
You do the
That's
flasks.
true.
Mhm.
Oh God. Wait, but that's all I can do for this turn, I'm assuming.
That was 2 actions. You still have 1 action left if you want to move around because you have 3 actions.
Okay. I don't really have anywhere to move right now since
If you have a 1, you can 1 action, anything. Usually if you took like guidance as a cantrip or something, or shield. Shield is a good one.
Can I defend?
I can say you can take cover behind the sheep.
All right. I'll do that. Assuming the sheep is right there, I'll end my turn.
Yep, sheep is right in front of you. So Tick, it is now your turn.
Okay, Aki, you probably have to help me a little bit with Eidolon stuff because this is my first time doing this.
Yeah.
So for my first action, I would like to use the cantrip Protect Companion. I think that's 1 action. Cantrip? Yes.
Yeah, that should be 1.
Yes, so that will help me protect my companion, which is great because it's a cantrip. And can I use Act Together to give my last 2 actions to my Eidolon so it has 2 actions?
Act together kind of can always happen. So it's sort of like you... Technically what you would do is you would be declaring it beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Well,
but like you're still doing it correctly, unless Aubrey like rules lawyers the shit out of you.
No.
Please don't rules lawyer me. I haven't done this before.
But yeah, you should be fine, and your Eidolon can take 2 actions.
Okay.
So you can either make it do its move, like the charge move, or you can make it attack twice with multiple attack penalties. And if it attacks twice, it has a primary attack and the secondary attack. So you can't use primary twice. It's always primary, secondary.
Mm-hmm. I have to move up to it anyways, and the charge only gets a bonus if I move more than 20 feet, which sucks because it's really close to us right now. So I'm using one action to cast Protect Companion, and the second and thirds are going to go to my companion to move up and strike. And as this totally ordinary sheep starts to like move forward, its hooves begin to turn more into claws as it turns into sort of like a werewolfish type creature with a hood of wool over its head, and it slams down on these crowds of rocks. And I don't know how to roll attack rolls. I'm just adding my strength plus my trained proficiency modifier. Is that okay? Is that how that works?
That's pretty much it.
Their strength.
Their strength, which is a lot better than
Also,
mine.
I cannot believe you made Dr. Moon your animal companion.
Shut up.
Oh.
It is a many-toothed wolf with a cloud of wool with like piercing red eyes as it tries to smash down with a brutal force.
And apparently like a history degree or something.
English degree.
Okay.
English degree, even worse.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
19 does hit.
Perfect. So I assume is it a D4 for unarmed attacks in this or D6? D4, right?
Whatever for your character.
All of the types of attack are different.
Yeah. You have to choose one, and that's the one that you have.
And you have the beast eidolon, and you have what, the brutal, or is it
I have brutal.
Brutal. So claw, slashing. Oh my god, it doesn't give me just stats on.
Yeah, it doesn't give me a lot of details.
It doesn't give me stats on here.
Should be like a D10.
A claw is like
No, sorry, D8.
claw is like D4
D6?
agile. Jaw is like a D8, I think.
Oh, can
I'm
I
trying
use
to
the
pull
jaw
up
that instead because
Summoner
it's
now.
cooler? Does more damage.
Sure, yeah, you can use the draw.
Yeah, I don't know how a lot of this works, so I'm just praying to you guys for helping me. I'll just do a D8 plus my strength modifier.
Yeah.
That seems correct.
Here, I'm pulling up the Eidolon stuff now, so just do that until I find it.
Yeah, that is 11 points of jaw damage. I rolled high. As this totally normal sheep bites down into the swarm of rocks.
That's piercing.
I think so.
Generally, if it's a bite attack, it's probably be piercing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll notice that the trying to bite stone isn't very effective.
Can I say that it's eating some of the stone while it's biting it?
It's trying, certainly trying.
Nom 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 nom.
Hey, and that was your turn.
Yep, you get him.
All right. It is now time for the swarm.
Stone swarm, stone swarm.
All right. And you watch as, for one action, the swarm moves into kind of like, moves right over. Actually, no, it's good. It sees more targets, so one action is going to move all the way over here.
Oh, I don't have opportunity attacks, dang it.
No. And for its last two actions, it's going to cast Grasping Bites.
Oh no!
And so, it is going to make athletics checks versus all of the fortitude DCs of all of you. This is a very big spread of numbers.
Oh no.
So, against Morana, it is going to be a 22 versus your fortitude DC.
What is? How do we do those again? It's
take your fortitude, add 10.
Yeah, okay, that's not a crit, but you're very close.
For Ahmed, it is only a 10.
Yeah, that fails.
And for Hickory, it is a 16.
Oh, my DC 17.
Fuck y'all.
You fail.
So sorry.
I am a oracle.
Just a little guy.
You're only going to take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
I am an oracle.
You're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage.
You're an oracle, yet you couldn't foresee this, huh?
Yikes.
I'm not that kind of oracle. I'm the kind of oracle that you go to talk about family and shit.
My parents are dead. Can you tell me? I'm kidding.
No, not a therapist. More like, oh, your family left a will?
Oh, so Hickory could go to you.
So Aki, it is now your turn.
How much damage did I take again?
You took 4 bludgeoning damage.
Pretty sure. Ah, okay. That's not fun. And I'm also like right in front of it, which sucks even more ass. It's a diddly D indeed. So let's see, what should I do? Okay. Could I use one action to do like a recall knowledge check on it?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. What would I roll for this? Could it?
Occultism, if you have a specific lore.
I was gonna say occultism works just fine. 18.
18? Yeah, what would you like to know?
Is this thing a living creature?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good to know. So that way that won't work.
It is an aberration.
It's an aberration. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, cool. I then like to use my curse, I guess. And use my focus spell, Ancestral Touch, since it's within touching range, and I need a will save.
Okay.
I don't like the phrase "it's in touching range."
It is.
That'll be a 24.
24? This is fucking smart-ass swarm. I'm pretty sure that's gonna pass. Yes, that will be a success, so instead you're just gonna take half damage.
Yeah.
You'll take 3 mental damage. As I guess when I reach out to touch, more like it will see or perceive more hands coming at it and spook it for a little bit. And then for my last action, I think I won't do that actually, because I'm still okay-ish. My last action, I'm going to cast guidance on. I have a 30-foot range. Actually, wait. This is Nada, right? Like right in front of me. Okay, never mind. I don't know who that grumpy bitch over there is.
That's the sheep wolf.
Is the sheep wolf? Schwolf?
I guess.
And you're too far. Seraphina's too far. Then I'll just give it to Nada. I mean, Ahmed.
I didn't change my name on there.
Well, spoiler alert, it will not help to give guidance to me.
Are you running?
I'm not running, but I mean, I'm trying not to overly metagame, but rogues don't have a good time against swarms. Especially not when they're made out of rocks.
And it's you have a rapier, right?
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's my whole turn.
That is your turn. Okay. You watch at the beginning of the round as you hear sort of this gurgling sound, and you hear just being like, "Oh no, not another one!" And you watch a more cobble swarm show up to join the main cobble swarm.
Oh my god.
Seraphina, it is your turn.
Does this witch's hut have a back door?
No, it does not.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make an acrobatics check to try to tumble around this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. It's a swarm. I can just run through its space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there an inside of this cabin for me to be able to go into?
Not really. There's no actual map, but when you enter, you see the witch, and she is standing over this cauldron, and she is hurriedly trying to figure out what is going on with it because it should not be doing this.
All right, Stregonona, what the fuck?
I was just like, well, I did it as what my mother said. It's never done this before, you know. And if you want to make me a crafting, arcana, occultism check, one of those.
I'll roll crafting.
Yeah.
My first bad roll. That's a 9.
A 9? You are looking at it. You're honestly not sure why it's doing this. You're not sure why it's doing it either. You see this cauldron with all of these glowing runes on it.
All right. Shit. Just tell me what you did.
And she was like, well, yeah, I've been a little busy, so I haven't had time to like properly really take the time, like Mama said, to put the runes on, but she's like trying to figure out what about these runes is making this happen, because it shouldn't, because the cauldron is enchanted to like replicate what's inside of it, is probably what you're guessing. That's how there was always so much soup in the story.
Right. Okay. Terrible idea. I want to try to whistle for Darby.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have a +0 untrained in nature. I guess I could just ask her to do it.
You could, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my terrible idea. Call Darby in here, dump the ingredients in the pot, and hopefully it'll stop spitting out rocks.
I will say if your last action you want to be to call Darby, so Darby will run over.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be my last action.
Okay. And that'll bring us to Ahmed.
Okay, so the flask, me and Marana have one.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work like Acid Splash as a, like, is that what, like a bot, like, I'm trying to remember the name.
The ore solvent?
Yes.
Yeah, it works like Acid Splash. It works more of like an acid vial. You would throw it, and you would use your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus, which is a +3. And if you hit, it's 1 acid damage, 1d6 persistent acid damage, and 1 acid splash damage.
Okay, I will stick to my acid splash because I use wisdom. I guess before that, what did I want to do? I want to step away so I don't provoke any attacks of opportunity. Just like 5, 10
Step is 5.
Yeah,
Step is 5.
You will notice
Well, then-
there are no attacks of opportunity. This thing does not have the ability to make an attack of opportunity.
Because it's a swarm. Right. Then I'll use my first action to move then, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I'll just go up to here and I will cast Acid Splash again. So with the guidance, I'll add guidance. So that's a
I will
plus.
ask, does Acid Splash say it does splash damage?
No, it is. Let me read the description. I read
says
it and
it
I'm pretty
does,
sure it doesn't.
if it does splash damage, you will hit everybody who is in the splash range, which including your friends.
Okay, so splash a glob of acid, make a spell attack. If you hit, you deal 1d6 acid damage plus. Okay. So 1 splash acid damage, I'm assuming, is the area.
It would be
effect,
done
right?
in like a 5-foot area around where you hit. So
Okay.
it would probably hit both of your friends. Or 1 acid damage.
Do it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'll just,
I can heal.
Okay, I'll go to the top right corner so it doesn't hit Hickory, then and I'll give that a shot.
I think
with-
it'll still hit me,
It'll
but it's
still,
okay.
because it'll be
it's
it'll
fine. I
suggest-
forgot diagonals are my worst enemy. I will.
I mean, it's fine.
It's okay.
If anything, if these rocks are everywhere, you just hit them for more. I'm kidding. I can take a damage. I can take 1 point of damage.
it is
Yeah.
just one. So wow, cool. So that was a 4. I'm assuming a 4 doesn't hit.
You should it should be more than plus
Sorry.
one to
Yeah,
hit.
you're right. It's 4 plus 7, so 11.
11 is also not going to hit.
Cool. Awesome.
I give you guidance.
Yes, I added plus 1.
Jeez.
That was guidance. I'm so sad. It's okay.
It's just you're really trying hard not to hit your friends, and you just aim a
Are
little too high.
we doing the hourly thing for the hero point?
Sure, yeah. I think we've been playing for like about 2 hours at this point. So,
So we got 2 hero points.
you
Oh,
can use a hero
two.
point if you would like to reroll that.
I'd love that. Oh, does guidance
This
go
is
away?
what we call good
No,
metagaming.
I'll say you still have guidance for that.
Thanks so much. So I'll add the spell attack modifier too. So that's a 17 to hit.
Yep, 17 will hit. Roll that damage.
Yay. That's not. Boo. I'm typing the wrong input. Please roll. 6.
6.
Hey!
And then
Yeah.
everyone takes 1. So that for the
Yeah.
rocks, it's 7 total.
Yep.
And I think I'll end my turn there.
Cool. And that'll bring us to Hickory's turn.
Question for me: if I electric arc the guy we're standing on, do we get zapped too?
No.
Okay.
Electric arc is you just choose 2 targets, or you can choose up
Okay.
to 2 targets. You don't have to choose 2. You can just choose 1.
Well, the 2 targets are within 30 feet of each other, and I think it's within 30 feet of me, so I'm going to electric arc these 2 rock.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so give me some
Yay.
reflex saves.
So the big swarm gets a 25, and the small swarm gets a 24.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
What's the point?
Boo hiss.
I keep forgetting to
Not a
say
hero?
this. I'm
Oh.
doing act together. Like, assume I'm doing act together every single
Mhm.
turn,
Yes,
no matter what.
I'm
Just assume
assuming
it.
that.
Okay. And my second and third actions are going to be my Eidolon, who I'm
Oh.
so mad that you have not put a single enemy within 20 feet away from me because I can't charge them. I may as well deal with the big swarm while my guy's here. And he's going to do a move and bite.
Okay.
Please move him. Thank you. Pretty please, can you move him? I can't move him.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good roll. Hold on. That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
So no crit?
Nope.
Okay. That is going to be for 10 points of damage. Num num num
Alright.
num num. Eat the rock.
And yeah, you do manage to take care of the larger swarm with that.
Can I say that he ate all of the rocks?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Crunch,
he just-
crunch, crunch.
He consumed
Crunch.
all of the rocks in a rapid speed, and everyone's like, "Oh, hold on." And he's like, "Good boy. Doesn't he have a great appetite?
Boy. I'm applauding him.
Doesn't he have a great
That's
appetite?"
terrifying.
He's adorable. And that is my turn.
Yes, and it will be the small swarm of rocks. Turn. They are since Seraphina is the closest to them, they are going to snap.
Yeah.
Essentially, they have to spend their first action to move into the same space as you are, and then they'll spend 2 actions to do their grasping bites. So there's an athletics versus your fortitude DC.
Yeah.
Which, that's not great. That's only going to be a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
My fortitude DC is a 14.
Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Not so bad.
All right. And then that'll bring us to Morana.
Yes. Okay. Where is it? Is it inside the house?
Yes.
Most
It is
unfortunate.
on my square.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one action to slither up, so that way I'm
Slither.
kind of within. Should be within everybody. 1 second. And hopefully that way I can see the the entrance, I guess, so I can see the swarm.
Yeah, you can also see the cauldron that is boiling and bubbling.
Yes, I want to throw my acid flask at him.
Okay, that'll be one action.
Yes, and that will be my other action. Okay. Trying to think. Oh, what do I roll for this?
It would be dexterity plus your proficiency modifier.
Oh, how most unfortunate.
Oops.
Actually, it's not so bad. Yeah, when I look at it, shouldn't be that bad. Yeah. Actually, let me let me give myself guidance. I'll use one action to cast guidance on myself, and then I will throw the thing, so that way I have an extra bonus. Okay, I used one hero point to get an 18.
An 18 will hit.
Nice. What was the damage on this again?
It is 1 acid damage, 1d6 persistent acid damage, and 1 acid splash damage.
That's a 6 on the die, so I guess that is the persistent. Right?
Yes.
Dope. That's my whole turn, throwing acid.
And just for free, give me either a crafting, an arcana, or an occultism check while looking at this this cauldron.
Let's do occultism. Nat 20.
The runes on this have clearly been sloppily etched in. And they have been etched in incorrectly.
The runes are incorrect and sloppy. Ew.
Can you correct them?
If I can get there, probably.
Yeah. And Seraphina, it will now be your turn.
All right, well, I will step.
You can also spend an action to either do an arcana, a theory, or a crafting check to adjust the runes.
Oh.
And you need to succeed at one of those 3 times, or if you crit succeed, that'll count as 2 successes.
I can make a thievery check.
I thought so.
How's a 24?
24, it's almost a crit. Almost. It is 1 point away from being a crit. But it's still 1 success as you start to work on these runes.
Was that just one action?
Yeah, that's just 1 action.
Can I just try again?
Yeah, you can go again.
I will use a hero point to re-roll that. Because if a 24 is not a crit, then a 14 is not a success. Okay, it's 2 14s in a row.
Sobs.
Oh no. I mean, but you don't lose successes or anything.
Yeah. It's always, everybody loves it when your hero point gives you the same number again.
Roll.
It's everybody's favorite thing to happen. So
everybody's favorite things, especially when I get 2 nat 1s on hero points.
That's happened to me before.
Screaming
It's
and
also
crying.
happened to me before.
I think it's even funnier when you get a nat 1 and you use a hero point and you get a 2.
Yeah,
That's Chick's entire fucking life.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my turn. I have fixed some of the runes.
Yeah, or you hero point into a nat 1. That's the best.
Oof.
But Ahmed, it is now your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use all 25 of my movement feet. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get like here. And I still feel like Acid Splash is the best spell for me to go with. So I'm gonna do that on the tiny rocks. How are they looking?
Like tiny rocks.
Like tiny rocks. So true. All right. That's a 14.
14 is not going to hit.
No. Okay.
Oh, no.
They will still take 1 acid splash damage, though.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, that's all my actions. That's all I can do.
Well, Tick, you return just in time.
Perfect.
Hello.
Let me check the map real quick as I have a giant bowl of salad next to me. Oh. Are there more rocks?
Yes.
I'm trying to see them. Where are they?
Salad. I thought
They
you had
are next to me inside the house.
a evil sheep.
Oh, okay. Is it only just the one that's left?
For now.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. I am going to, again, tandem thing. I almost said tandem unit, like it's freaking Pokemon. I'm gonna use my first action and my only action to move a little bit so I can join everyone.
It's basically Pokemon.
Yeah, can I move?
You can move up to your speed.
Yep.
No, the question is, will Pathfinder let me move my token? The answer is no.
It should.
Can you move me here, Aubrey? I'm sorry, it's not.
It's because you have the ruler selected.
Anyways. And for this guy's who action, finally something 25 feet away from me, I'm gonna beast charge at it.
Yep.
So I'm going to use first part to stride, second one to strike, and I get a +1 circumstance bonus because I was over 20 feet away.
Mhm.
Finally. Big hit. So that is a... Let's go for it. I'm using a hero point, because we have like 2 of those.
Yep.
That's a lot better. That's a 24 to hit.
24 is going to hit.
Yes! Okay, let's roll some damage. Or do I count as flanking it right now with our rogue or no?
Sure.
Okay, is that a crit then?
You can flank a swarm?
Can
No,
you?
wait. No, you cannot
No.
flank a swarm.
Dang it. Okay, never mind. I'll just roll my damage normally. I'll take it. It takes 8 points of damge. So I make a
Okay.
whack it with my
Using
teeth.
your jaws with your... Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
whack it with my
say,
teeth.
what could you say? The piercing damage does not seem to be very effective.
It's all I have.
I know.
The piercing damage is not effective. Me, what do you expect me to do? Something with the ability to shoot lasers out of us?
Yes.
That is something you
Uh.
can do when you level up your Eidolon.
So it is this cobble swarm. It sees a threat with the sheep. It's going to spend 1 action to move on the sheep's space, and then its last 2 actions to do the grasping bites. And that is a 20 versus your fortitude DC.
Let me check this things. It has a... Damn, its fortitude is 18, so no, I guess you hit it.
Take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Ow, that hurt. I say, not getting hit.
And that'll bring us to Marana.
Okay, I don't have any more acid blasts, which sucks. However, I do have other spells. I'm gonna use 2 actions to use my Divine Lance. And, theoretically, I am chaotic good.
Theoretically.
So I guess I'll just do good damage
Sure.
to it because I feel like chaotic might be a little. I don't know. It's a swarm. Swarms are chaos usually.
Yeah.
So I don't trust like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. This is a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. 17 will hit.
Nice. Haha, for 8 points of damage, because I rolled a 4.
Right, you're starting to whittle away at this swarm. It is not gone yet, but
Yep, and here's what I'll do because now you're within my range. I will use my last action to give guidance to Seraphina because you know what? It will help Seraphina regardless. I give you a gay wink. Emphasis on the gay.
Seraphina blushes a little bit.
and that'll be Seraphina's turn.
Right, thievery checks. Let's fix this cauldron.
Extra
Yeah, it looks
plus
like it's
one,
about
baby.
to bubble over.
Well, ignore that 13 because I'm going to use my second hero point.
I
And get a
love
14.
that, but I hate that.
Oh, I forgot to use guidance. I'll use it for my next roll, so my next roll will get guidance.
I mean, I'll say if you use the guidance on that 14, it will succeed. The DC is 15.
I mean, if you'll let me, I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's 2 successes. So you just need one more.
All right, I've got 2
You
actions
got
left.
this.
I'm going to keep making thievery rolls.
17.
That's a 17.
That's a success. So you,
So I just like take my rapier and just Zorro style like rewrite the runes on the cauldron.
Yeah. And as you do that, it looks like it's about to bubble over one last time. And as you do that, it simmers down. And the sort of the runes, they settle into the cauldron. Everything seems fine. And there's just this last swarm to deal with, and you have one more action.
Wait, last swarm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I can't get there in time. I'll cheer you on and offer moral support.
Sounds good. All right. For Ahmed, it is now your turn.
Okay. I cannot see. Is it under the
It's-
sheep?
Yes.
Is that where it is?
It is
All right.
occupying the same area as the sheep. You're just
Thank
going,
you.
nom 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 nom.
Okay. I'll try. You know what? Yeah, I'll try the vial of acid instead of the spell this time, so I can try and use both if it doesn't work out. So that's Dex plus proficiency. That's +6. Ooh, I don't think that's enough. You know what? I'm going to use a hero point. I don't have any qualms.
Yep.
+6. Let's go. Yep. I'm going to use my other 2 actions. You know what? I'm going to poison this thing to death. I'm going to melt the hell out of this. It is a better chance. All right, that's a 17.
Yep.
I guess the dice really will giving you nada to work with, huh?
Wow.
I know you're a druid and all, but I can't help but think you keep pulling out these flasks of poison and you're just
like
whipping them at us. Yeah, and everybody's like,
oh
what
shit! And then
how
an
many?
empty vial breaks. I'm like, no. God dang it! I wasted that one. Okay. I'm gonna roll for damage. And then there's glass scattered everywhere. It's just terrible. So that's 2 + 1 splash for the sheepdog. And persistent. Not persistent, sorry. 1 splash and 1 persistent acid. Yeah. That's
All right.
it. That's it for me.
How would you like to take out the swarm?
I want them to melt Does this thing have claws? Does this sheep have claws fully right now?
Yeah, it's like
The flavor.
if you check the chat, it looks like a freaking wolf with like a wool cloak on it,
Mead.
but creepier with many more teeth.
Great. Awesome. So these rocks are gonna like sizzle. They're gonna make a pop rock sound as like these other vials are like whatever I threw previously is just like scattered around them. And then the acid hits right between the sheep's fucked up claws and they sort of sizzle away. I wouldn't know if they make any sounds, but they're probably like very high pitched and like poppy, like a pop rocks would. Yeah. Like,
Help, I'm melting! Mother, please!
The pickle
Thank you.
boys.
the pickle boys. This is gonna be so bad if these are the raised spirits of dead children that were put in the pod. But no, they're just gonna die like pop rocks. Make little poisonous fireworks in the ground. I'm like, well, walks inside the. I'm assuming combat's over.
Yes, combat is over. And there's no more rocks trying to bite you. And the cauldron is bubbling normally.
Goodness.
Didn't you say you do this every year?
Yeah, I do it every year. It's never done that before.
Well, hot diggity dog, that was an absolute mess, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
And then you go first.
Well, were you successful in getting the ingredients?
His gesture at Darby's like full saddlebags.
Thank you. She moves over and starts, taking the ingredients out, and some of them she can just put right into the cauldron. Others she has to cut up and stuff. So she starts working on that.
You're just gonna go right to cooking? You don't want to acknowledge any of what just happened?
Yeah, I have time to process it later. I need to get this soup done.
Well, I can lend a hand if you'd like. I'm pretty good in the kitchen.
Any help would be great.
Yeah, of course. Come on, perfectly ordinary sheep. As a perfectly ordinary sheep looks like a perfectly ordinary sheep again.
Gonna just casually walk over and be like, so what is the stock of this soup? And the runes are an interesting choice. What's going on in there before we add the vegetables?
If you want to give me an Arcana, crafting, or occultism check.
Occultism.
I also want to give a check for that.
Those are all just an untrained +2, so I can't argue for nature. I'll do that.
Weird question. I'm too dumb to do this. I'm too trusting, but can my familiar or my summon make a perception check and vibe check this woman?
Sure.
Okay, I don't know how good it is, but I'll check.
Okay, I used my last hero point to get a dirty 20
30, 20.
with occultism.
I got a 13.
It is like your standard stock in there. It is probably chicken stock. And the runes themselves are to duplicate whatever is put into the cauldron. Essentially, you put in some vegetables, it becomes a lot more vegetables.
So the cauldron's meant to duplicate whatever's put in there. So if you put vegetables, it becomes more vegetables. If you put I don't know, say the pickle boys, it would be the pickle boys.
Hey, where did you find the rock that you put in the cauldron?
Out back.
Just
a
out in the
normal
yard
rock.
here.
Yeah.
And when you picked it up, it didn't have like teeth or like it didn't like growl aggressively at you or anything.
No, it was just a normal rock.
I did get a 17 on my vibe check.
She seems fine. She doesn't seem like she's eating children.
Oh, perfect.
This isn't the candy house.
Yeah.
Great. That was my main concern.
No children.
No boys in barrels, I see.
Yeah. But once she has most of the ingredients chopped up and put into the soup, she will turn to you and just be like, yes, I promised you a reward. And she pulls out a bag of money, and we'll hand it to you. It is 20 gold. And she also picks up this club and hands it to you. I'm just being like, I don't really have much of a need for this, but I think you might. And it's essentially like a +1 club. And if you're gonna stick around, there's food and you can either stay here for the night or we can put you up in one of the houses for the night. And you notice that people have started to like come into the village. There's like a decent amount of people. There's probably like 50, 60 people in total that have come in so far from the village and the surrounding areas for some of the soup.
Yeah, I don't mind staying for some soup. It smells delicious. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna suspiciously take a bowl and not eat it for the duration.
I'll eat the soup, no hesitation.
I will hesitantly take a bowl and wait patiently to see if, like, Hickory dies.
I'm patient 0 on the
Yeah.
test.
We'll check in on him. Like,
There'll be like a
feeling
lot
okay?
of people in town eat the soup. They all seem fine. This is just soup.
Needs more seasoning.
Yeah, I just sort of lean into Marana and go, do we really want to... Are we sticking around here? Is there no better options?
She did say she'd provide lodging, right? I'm assuming it's like evening by this time or something like that.
It is probably evening by this point.
What if we watch in shifts or sleep in shifts?
Yeah, okay, fine.
I like how we don't trust this woman at all.
I mean, at this point, I no longer think she's malicious, but like, I'm more just worried that she's gonna like bring home some mushrooms and they're gonna turn out to be like killer fae. Like,
She's not malicious, she's cringe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a good conclusion. I think. She
The
effed
last
up.
words. Cringe.
You are cringe, but you are free, old lady. Do we go to a hotel? I am not recalling exactly where our lodging was.
It's here.
Yeah,
It
she can
is
put you up
here.
here or in one of the other houses. One of the other families can put you up for the night.
Well, it's very sweet of them to offer.
all right, we can crash here.
Yeah.
We'll head out first thing in the morning, if you'd like, Seraphine.
This town, it just feels like there's going to be a lot of drama and like, I'm like trying to make sure like, the old lady's not listening to me and just like, and I mean, like, I think they've got a lot of stuff they've got to work out, like, amongst themselves. That, like, I'm not trying to be the town gopher, for 20 gold split 4 ways, 5 gold each. I mean, it's okay, but
You, unless there's anything else you would like to do before you settle down for the night and then leave super early in the morning.
There is one thing I would like
Go
to
for
do.
it.
This can be to anyone.
Mhm.
I would like to cast the spell Elysian Whimsy on someone random. So I'm gonna need a will save.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
No.
Wait,
no,
I have a high will.
not on us.
Oh.
Not on us. On randos.
Just a rando. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were just being a prankster.
I am, but on randos.
But on a randos. Okay.
Yeah, like that's like a 10. These
You
are
fail.
these are like level CR0 creatures.
You fail.
Yes.
Haha. And I rolled a 4. The target is overcome with the desire to give away its wealth. Its first action on its next turn must be to interact to pull out a
Wow.
non-magical item of value.
You're kidding.
It doesn't have already one. Like, if it doesn't already have one. And then it will release the item. And if the target neither holds nor carries an appropriate item, it instead spends its first action to loudly apologize for having nothing to give.
This random person pulls out this very, very nice looking dagger and I guess it offers it to you.
Thank you. And I take it. And that's
It
it.
is a-
I
it
really
is a
wanted to
silver
use the
dagger.
spell. I now have a
Wow.
silver dagger.
That might be worth more than 20 gold.
Exactly.
It's very
Like, I'm
coincidental that
gonna-
person happened to give you the most valuable possession on you.
Yeah, it's so random.
Random.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it one more time because I've two spells left.
a
So-
low-grade silver weapon is worth 40 gold.
Oh my god.
Look at that. So now I'm gonna use it on another random person.
Mhm.
So we'll save.
Oh, they rolled a natural 19 for like a 21.
Boo.
Damn. This one wasn't gonna give me anything besides a dance.
I mean, they'll give you a dance.
Yeah, basically the
Just have to
target
ask.
feels a powerful urge to dance, and for one round, it would take like status penalties, but it's literally just because it's fucking brick dancing. I just forced you to brick dance.
Now I have a flavor idea if you'd like, Aki.
Yeah, if
I was willing, like, if there were glass ornaments around, I was willing to cast, like, dancing lights for the festivity enhancement. So,
yes.
like, if you wanted multiple people to, like, create a dance circle or something like that, I would be happy to just, like, have us all go up to the room and be ready to sleep. And you're, like, peeking out the window, like, hee. I'm going to cast these spells, and then I'm going to like get the lights outside to be like a little string lights essentially. If there are like, yeah, because dancing lights can just act like string lights essentially, and then they can dance like that after having all their perfectly normal soup. That sounds like
Perfectly
a good way
normal
to end it. Yeah.
You all head out in the morning, heading wherever you are going to head next. But that is a story for another day.
Can I have one final thing?
Yeah.
As we leave, the sheep coughs and burps out a fork.
What?
What?
No
That is the
questions.
No questions.
Don't ask
no
questions.
it's a pickle boy.
It's a pickle boy.
Oh my.
Yes. I will turn the stage over to our lovely guest to tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you on the internet, and all that fun stuff. And we'll start with you, Mimi.
Hi, Michelle Jones here again. You can find me on Twitter at Alesha Kills. That's ALESHAKILLS. I am also on itch.io, same name. I write and sell tabletop role-playing content.
It's good. There's some good stuff.
It's
Remember
really
our Thirsty
good.
Sword Lesbians thing that we did? Yeah.
OMG.
because I wasn't able to come.
I know I was
Sob.
so sad to not have you, but
We just got him fronted again.
but also it was like a 4-hour session accidentally, so
It was very good though.
Teehee.
And Nada, if you have anything you would like to promote.
Thank you. Yeah, I think my best social media is at Twitter at trans_father. Where I'm not a father. I have a dog. And I will be like publishing game supplements pretty
Ooh,
soon.
yeah.
And I have a card there. That's probably the better explanation. That's easier to access. And yeah, I've been Neda, pronouns they them, with my little guy, Ahmed.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
But yes, I hope you all have enjoyed this fun little holiday adventure. And I would like to, once again, mention that this has been Witch's Winter Holiday, by Patrick Hurley. You can buy it on the Paizo site. Link down below. And then Tick, you can take us out.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblins and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Goblins and Gays. We post all sorts of amazing content. Also follow our wonderful guests to view their amazing content as well. Mimi and Netta are absolute delights, and I would personally kill for them. Remember, support us on Patreon so we can continue making this fantastic content. And remember, eat your vegetables in soup form.
don't eat rocks.
Don't eat rocks.
Don't eat rocks.
Or pickle boys.
Or pickle boys.
Excellent.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.